Good day everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, we're on the ZXspectrum and we're playing a game called Aquasquad, published by Atlantis Software in 1988. Now it's a game possibly influenced by Cybernoid from Houston Consultants, which I found very tricky. But essentially you're on a search and destroy operation. You must blow up an enemy installation by picking up 4 pieces of some nuclear something or others. All the time I think you run out of oxygen, you can pick up new bombs around the map. It's basically navigate your way around, shoot all the baddies, and here we go in this ship. Now there's quite a lot of inertia here, up, down, left and right. Oh, it feels a bit heavy to control this thing. If you hold down the fire button it will do a smart bomb, but you've got a limited amount of bombs. So direct your way around this mess. Here we go, and I've blown up. I got destroyed by a jellyfish, which is very unusual for a jellyfish to destroy a whole submarine. Your submarine's called a NATO submarine, but that doesn't make too much difference. Just go round the maze, collect 4 pieces of the nuclear what's-her-name and blow up the enemy installation. Atlantis Software, a maze game from 1988. Now you can possibly see some of the similarities with Cybernoid in that it's super tricky. Yeah, I mean the controls aren't the greatest on this thing. Now we're a member of Aquasquad, but that's why it's called Aquasquad, and I died already. There's the 3 members on the right there in our 3 lives. The top one looks a bit like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. The other 2 I'm not quite so sure. Maybe they won a competition. Right, come on. If you had this game back in the day, let me know. I'm not quite sure what other system it come out on, but it's quite a good name for a game. Aquasquad. Right. That fish will destroy us. Right. Good explosions, a bit like Exelon, I suppose, if you're familiar with that game. Now, if I don't do very well, I will put a cheat on for infinite lives or a poke on the air. I mean, inertia's killing me every time here. Life lost. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. I don't like this. It looks quite pretty, but I don't like it. Do check it out for yourself to see what it feels like. But I think the control system of this is ruining it a bit for me. But one could be said, Nick, you were rubbish at Cybernoid and Cybernoid 2, so this was never going to hit the sweet spot of your gaming what's-her-names. Right, life lost, mission failure. That's a good font, though. That's a good font. Yes, keyboard or joystick, away we go again. So see down the bottom there, we've got 5 bombs left. Our strength there, well, 98. Perhaps that's the rooms we need to get to. Yeah, and I'm dead again. Time is ticking down the whole time, I believe. I suppose that's what's on the bottom right there, showing 98. Or maybe that's my air. I think that might be my air. Okay, I'm just dying over and over and over and over again. Come on, Nicky. The inertia here, as I say on this one, is very heavy indeedy. Come on. Right, that's that thing blown up. Can we get any distance on this whatsoever? I think the poke might be working for infinite lives, I'm not sure. Oh no, right, we'll put the we'll activate the poke properly now, and hopefully I shall have some infinite lives so we do a bit of exploration. But this game, the reviews are about how you would have found about the game on your first or second go. Would have been enough there for you to go back. It's good music, it's good graphics, but I think it would have been extremely frustrating for me at least, and I don't think I would have gone back to a great deal of times. But if you only had a few games back in the day and played this a lot, you might have got used to the control system and got a lot more out of it than what I'm doing. But as I say, as a kid with a short attention span, I probably wouldn't have played this too much because I would have got very annoyed. Okay, right. I like games that are instantly playable, but we all like different things, don't we, really? Right, let's get through here maybe this time. Up, down, left, right. Well, we're going to do it this time. Good. So these aliens are still in our shipping lanes, I think, and polluting the seas, and we've got to stop them doing that. Now, that blue bit up there is one of the things we need to collect, if I can get that. There we go. Container found. I need 4 of those, and then we can go to the next bit. Nice animation on the clams. It's nice shading on the graphics. It sounds pretty good as well. Playability is okay if you put in... What's this? Playability is okay if you put in the practice. You know, I think it's different enough from Cybernoid to staying up in its own right. We've reviewed quite a lot of games now from Atlantis Software. I'm enjoying going through them, seeing what they have. You couldn't argue if you bought it back in the day, although I'm not enjoying it that much. I can see there's a lot of good elements there, and I wouldn't have been too disappointed if I got it as a present, despite not being my best game. Right, I'm not sure this poke's working or not, you know. I think it might be. I think in the bottom right there's a sort of like map showing us exactly where we are in this place. A lot of stuff wanting to kill us, but that's not unusual. Right, come on. Drift maybe down. Yeah, this is very hard to control, man. Very hard to control. Up, down, life loss, and now I'm struggling to get past that little bit now. 1988. Nick's getting more and more annoyed. I might have to turn the poke off a minute just so I die and we can start again, maybe without the poke on whatsoever. Search and destroy operation. You're in a NATO submarine. Collect 4 bits of the nuclear containers and then destroy the enemy installation going around the map. Don't run out of oxygen. There are power-ups somewhere or other to boost those, and more bombs as well. But now I seem to be stuck in this bit. You might not have heard about this one back in the day. Worth a play if you want to a nostalgia jump or relook. There's a strange crab thing coming down. Good choice of colours. Vibrant display. Good. But as I say, not one of my favourite ones. Let's see how far we can get in this thing. If you're going to play this through emulation, the poke you need for infinite lives is 65535,0. That's 65535,0. But it doesn't help you. It's not immunity, that one, it's just lives. It doesn't help you if you keep crashing into stuff. So I've turned the poke off, so I've run out of lives. Let's have one last go on the thing. This music is the best bit. Hit me. Right, now, bit like scuba dive, we're off the ship. Let's go this way this time. Oops. Oh man. That's pretty accurate by that. Perhaps you're not supposed to go this way. Oh, look. And I lost thrust straight away. That's not fair. Come on. Right. Oh. Curse those airplanes. You're in. See, that wasn't fair, was it? Curse those airplanes. Right, let's go again. Right, quick before those airplanes come along. We're down here, and that looks very, very familiar. What's that green bit? That might be some more air or something. Looks like very hard to navigate to get to that green bit, so I probably won't bother. If we try and shoot that jellyfish, not the same jellyfish from the homebrew octopuses, what was it called? Octopi or something like that. On that one, you control the jellyfish using your free octopus, as it was called. You use your head as a jellyfish as a trampoline. Check out that homebrew review if you haven't already done so. A bit of inertia on that one, but not as heavy as this, that's for sure. I do like a game that has a bit of inertia to it. My favourite one being Jetpack by Ultimate in 1983, which there was a mod of from Alan Turvey, High Rise in 2020, called Jetpack RX, which added an extra few bits and pieces to it. Hope you're having a good day. The channel's all about trying to ease a bit of stress, a bit of well, get away from the everyday stuff. If you haven't already and you're liking the channel, please consider subscribing, because it does help the channel grow, helps me keep going, as well as does the memberships. Hurrah! Right, and this is a bit narrow for me to get through, to be fair. Life lost. If you've completed this one back in the day, let me know. Show off in the comment section below. What happens at the end? Is it worth completing? I mean, I haven't completed a great deal of these Spectrum games, but the ones I have done, you always get a massive feeling of success and proudness from completing those. But the Spectrum games were super duper tricky. 8-bit spectacularism, if that is indeed a word, but a good use of colour in this one. It's using all the ones. There's no real colour clash about the place, apart from when the ship goes near those red rocks ever so slightly, but not enough to be distracting. It's not like 3 Weeks in Paradise from Wally Week from Microgen. It isn't to that degree, but I tend to like the colour clash. It gave the Spectrum its character. If you didn't own a Spectrum back in the day and just see a game with colour clash, you probably haven't got the same nostalgia and think it's dreadfully flawed. But you know, you had to be there back in the day. Or really into retro gaming. Retro gaming is always defined, I think, by the years that you grew up and first got into computing, but that doesn't mean to say you can't look beyond that. Retro gaming for me is when my first computer was the ZXspectrum 48K, but I am enjoying looking at Atari 2600 games as well, and that's maybe about 1 or 2 years off. If I was born a few years earlier, I would have had that as opposed to the ZXspectrum, but I'm enjoying looking at that. I'm enjoying looking at the Commodore 64 stuff as well in that 8-bit era, and of course a bit later on Commodore Amiga and Sega Mega Drive. Good, and later still, PlayStation and Nintendo 64 and SNES too. It's a rich world, isn't it? Retro gaming, so much stuff to choose from. Right, down. I don't think I'm going to be playing this too much longer, but let's try and get around that clam. Oh, look at that. It's very frustrating, this game. I need a pint of beer with me. It's not the sort of thing you could have as a kid, a pint of beer next to you on your Spectrum. So I think we'll leave that one there. It's an okay game. Graphics and sound are great, but control-wise it leaves me pretty frustrated. That was Aquasquad on the ZXspectrum, published by Atlantis Software in 1988. Got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.